All right, welcome back. With no further ado, it's the semifinals, y'all. What's good? Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3, and a clash of North American powers. United States, who took gold in 2021 against the reigning champions, Team Canada, gets our semifinal action underway from here at the T-Mobile District in the capital of Puerto Rico, San Juan. As the ladies have taken the court, United States have not lost a game. They absolutely beat up Ecuador in the quarterfinals. Meantime, for Canada, much to the chagrin of these local fans, they beat up on Puerto Rico, and that's how they find themselves here. These two set to do battle one more again. Here we go. Canada, USA. Who's the best in North America? We'll find out. Kelsey Mitchell, wild shot. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Okay, let's get serious. It's a serious game. 10-minute sprint to 21. A spot in the gold medal game on the line. Paige Crozen on the drive. She will miss, but she recovers well and scores. No Michelle Plouffe, no Catherine Plouffe for Team Canada this year. New squad, producing the same results to this point. And how about Jamie Scott in that quarterfinal? She went off. Let's see if she can keep the good times rolling for Team Canada. USA has been dominant, to say the least. But this will be a test. Grant Allen, she getting her bag, gets the hook to go down. This one handed over. USA trying to penetrate. Mitchell, look, one hand. Tough score on the inside. Slow on the closeout, though. Run up. Yeah, she didn't knock it down. No need to finish that. Scott. Over to the zone. Scott on the drive. She'll kick it. Grant Allen will grant Canada with another bucket as that finds the bottom of the net. USA, they want to get back to business. Hamby is fouled on the floor. Leading scorer for Team USA. Leader in rebounds and key assists. She's done everything. But Grant Allen is getting to it for Team Canada at the start. They lead it by 2 points. Camille Zimmerman on the move like the lease is up. She gets the lay to go. USA within one. Scott to Bosch. Bosch to the left. Hezzy, you ain't going nowhere. Thought she's fouled. Hamby gets whistled. Team USA will be featured in the Olympics. Canada trying to get a shot. This may be the way that they do it. A ticket to the UOQT, that's the second Olympic qualifying tournament for Paris, is what's at stake. You win gold, you get that. Meantime, Crozen with the fake kind of lost her bearings, gets it back and she'll miss it again. That's okay, Bosch is there to reset. Scott turns the corner. Zimmerman puts a hand up and she got dropped off like the bus stop. 4-2, Canada playing strong. Zimmerman, she wants to get some get back. She got some moves too. Airmail, Katie Lou. Well, United States women, the only USA team remaining, as the men were shocked in the quarterfinals against Dominican Republic. So all hope for the United States rests on their shoulders. Camille Zimmerman being defended by Scott. Here comes Kelsey Mitchell. There she went. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Count that. We gotta look at that again. Kelsey Mitchell. Look what she was deep in her bag. Like she was trying to find something. Kelsey Mitchell of the Indiana Fever starting to fill it for Team USA. They pull within one. The zone. Crozen. Cross court. Bosch Spice trying to heat things up. She'll get it out to Crozen. And there's the zone in our hot spot. Bottoms from deep. Samuelson can answer right back. So the Canadians and Americans continue to debate. Grant Allen comes free and scores it. So giving Hamby a challenge in this one is Grant Allen has been a big part of Canada's early lead. He's got a few scores on the inside. So they're going to have to find out a remedy. Team USA, there's a media timeout, 6:53 to go. And a 2-point lead for the Canadians. 4 teams remain. It is no longer single elimination. We're at the semifinal stage, so the winner obviously goes on to the gold medal game. The losers will contend for a bronze medal. But USA don't want another bronze. They want to return to their glory days of 2021. Excuse me. My voice left me for a second. That's what happens when you're screaming all day. I get excited easily. Zimmerman put her in the blender. Couldn't finish it. Scott sprints and clears it. Scott cross Zimmerman into confusion. Grant Allen, drop step, hook doesn't go, she gets the rebound. Scott in the deep end, working on Hamby. Scott getting tricky with it. She puts up the hook, misses everything. It comes back to her, and she makes good on the second opportunity. Katie Lou Samuelson, she wants to rock back. Hamby had position. Scott no choice but to foul. Katie Lou Samuelson, if you missed it yesterday, she was a huge part of the United States women's team taking the first ever gold medal in 3x3 in 2021. COVID prevented her from playing on that Olympic team. It is good to see her back, and she gets in for the score. So it was a heartbreaking story because she was so impressive at that OQT in Graz, Austria. And to just get that bad stroke of bad luck and not be able to play there at the Olympic Games. Team USA went on to win gold, but they did not forget about Katie Lou Samuelson. You better believe that. Can she get the USA back in this one? They're down by 2. This one is within reach. Wipe it away. Shot clock violation. 4 minutes in to our first semifinal. Kelsey Mitchell sizing up Bosch. She gets the screen. Mitchell in the fast lane. Missed it. And then fouls Bosch. That's foul number 2 on the USA. 4 fouls on Canada. Head-to-head at the national competitions, Canada own a 3-0 edge on USA. They beat them in the World Cup quarterfinals, the AmeriCup semifinals, and the World Cup pool phase. And they lead this one by 3. Of course, USA women win gold at the World Cup 2023. Canada finished 6th at the World Cup this year. Hamby whips it down to Katie Lou. That's light work. Samuelson will get warned. You cannot defend in the semicircle after a made bucket. She knew that. She says, my bad, we'll get reset. 5:29 officially as we get it back rolling. Bosch wide open. Mitchell recovers defensively. Here comes Bosch. 15-footer, comes up abbreviated. Hamby will snag the rebound. Hamby's been fairly quiet offensively in this one. Katie Lou Samuelson fires at will, misses it. Crozen, she's a certified shooter as well. They got to close out on her from deep. She throws that one away as Mitchell will get the steal. Hamby makes the move. She's taking Crozen down to the block. Cross-court pass. Katie Lou Samuelson on the way. And they caught wings. Out of bounds. Samuelson will check out. Zimmerman will check in. United States offense has been explosive throughout the tournament. They're being tested here by Team Canada. Scott down to the post office. She's sent packing. Great defense from Zimmerman. Hamby with the up fake. Back out to Zimmerman. Zimmerman now with Scott defending. She'll take the screen. Hamby's got position. The pass doesn't get there. So out of bounds it goes. And a missed chance because Hamby had the seal. That passage has got to be on the mark. Grant Allen. Hey, Grant Allen is cooking right now. She got an oven mitt and an apron. You can smell the aroma. She got some Putin going on right now. No, not Putin, poutine. I'll try that again later. 11-8. Focus. Grant Allen. Uh-oh. That's a foul on Hamby. She doesn't like it. That's not going to change the call. It is what it is, and that is now the 4th foul on USA. Canada with 5. Grant Allen, and they got to stop giving her good looks. She's proven to be a capable scorer. We know that Samuelson's a bucket. She doesn't get one right there. She's battling down there with tough Bosch, Casey. She's as scrappy as they come. She will earn a rest as Crozen will come in. So Mitchell presses the gas. Scott is down. Mitchell made her taste the vapors. So Kelsey Mitchell's gonna leave her deserted. Scott hits the deck hard. And Kelsey Mitchell, when she puts that ball on the court, it is hard to stop her on that dribble drive. As Scott just learned. Canada still lead 11-9. Everybody playing today is a gold digger. Somebody tell Kanye. Gold is the goal. Canada in front. And at the next 4 minutes, we'll find out who's going to be playing for gold. Crozen misses the bunny. Point blank. Oh, Kelsey with a beautiful dish. 1 point contest now. Bosch will hand it over. Crozen drives, stops, dishes it. Bosch up and out. Hamby snags the board. Mitchell over to Hamby. Mitchell's been the one cooking in this one. She's gonna chunk the deuces. Payet. United States in front. Bosch gets a step and recovers the rebound off the scoop. Casey to the zone. The zone, high arc, nope. Hamby tracks it down. Samuelson all alone, misses the 2, poked away, but it'll stay with red. Under 3 minutes to go. Scott now, uh-oh, 1 man down. Samuelson recovers the rebound. Hamby over to Mitchell. Mitchell to Hamby. Hamby puts it up, she's fouled. Just look at the action. Oh, another look at that dive. If you blinked, you would have missed it. But Kelsey Mitchell is out here showing out like company's over. The left stroke from the right wing. Hamby at the free throw line. Easy money. USA have now assumed the 2-point advantage, although Canada had been leading the entire game until now. The zone trying to even things up. She shoots it long. Katie Lou Samuelson, Mama Lou, cross court. CZ to Hamby. Hamby going to the spin move. The choreography wasn't quite right. Oh, they missed an entry pass. Would have been a score, very likely. Zimmerman, she sees some daylight, but she misses the crib. But Canada had Grant Allen wide open and just didn't see her. Now with 2:08 to go in this semifinal, United States find themselves trying to protect the lead. Bosch sprints to the right wing. Bosch attacking Zimmerman. Grant Allen will get it. Does not get it up. Doesn't touch the iron, so that's a shot clock violation. $1:54 left in a tight game because girls is players too. Mitchell to the corner. Oh, she got people looking silly out here. 3-point lead. Who's that down? Katie Lou is down. Samuelson not happy with that whistle. He says, "Do you not see me tumbling on the floor over here? I was the one that was treated unfairly." 3-point game. Grant Allen, why not? She'll miss it. Loose ball. Crozen, no, Scott. Canada needs somebody to step it up now. Oh, Samuelson and Crozen collide. Both the mamas getting physical there. Crozen just trying to get a hand on it. That was obviously not intentional, but still a hard fall for Katie Lou Samuelson. USA building the lead, getting some breathing room. 4-point advantage. Minute 24, make that a 5-point game. Samuelson clean at the line. Grant Allen, she's got nobody to give it to. Now she gives it to Scott. Scott will get one up and it goes down. 16-13 game. That should give Canada some life. They have not had a remedy for Kelsey Mitchell, but she gets called for the offensive foul. But look at Scott, no hesitation, swings through, get that out the bottom of the net. All cloth. For the last 3 minutes, though, it's been pretty much all USA. Scott driving to the baseline, makes the move on Zimmerman. Bosch with a tough shot over Samuelson. She gets nothing. Samuelson will clear. We're under a minute to play. Katie Lou. Hand beat. Oh, mishandled it for a second. Oh, what a bullet pass. What a precision pass to set up Zimmerman for the score. Crozen, the zone, taste the rainbow. The arc. Sharp shooting from Paige Crozen, 17-15. Zimmerman, she wants two, and she will can it as well. 19-15 game. Crozen, she's eyeing one, but that two is tipped out of bounds. It'll go. Canada will have possession with 6 seconds to shoot. 16.9 left in the game, and a 4-point lead for the United States. So now Canada, they find themselves in hot water. Their neighbors to the south knocking on the door. They want into the final. They got to go through Canada to get there. It looks like they will be doing just that. Unless the Canadians are able to work some magic, eh? We'll find out now. Grant Allen, they got to get to it. They got 16 seconds. Grant puts it up. Grant Allen, rather. Handy snags the rebound. That's probably going to secure the game for the United States. They got a foul. Crozen does. And we are about to see another defending champion fall. This time, the United States women delivering the blow to the defending champs. So getting some payback. Mitchell with a beautiful performance. She was the catalyst. She was the Kickstarter for Team USA. An absolute killer. And that's your game. No need to play further. That's 21. That's what we play to. USA play for gold again. Here in 2023, they are in the gold medal game. Canada will have to play for a bronze this season as their title defense ends here in the semifinals. USA. Our first women's quarterfinal, and again, win or go home situations. As all these teams are going for gold, Canada and the United States. So a North American clash as the Plouffe sisters with Paige Crozon and Casey Bosch will try to pull off an upset. We saw this Canadian team get revenge over the Germans in the play-in game. Revenge from the Women's Series final. The Canadians getting loose, doing the shoulder shimmy to get into this one. And they know that how big it would be to beat the United States. Man, that USA men's win over New Zealand was insane. This United States women's team has not lost a single game yet. They beat New Zealand. They beat Austria by 2. They beat Brazil by 4. It took them overtime to do it, but they beat France as well. So they've taken down some top competitors en route to coming to this quarterfinal stage unscathed. The leading scorer for all women is Hailey Van Lith. She's been getting buckets. Van Lith's got experience too as a U18 gold medalist and MVP. The new additions, Lauren Cox and Ashley Jones, have had nice showings to this point as well. The time for talk is over. It's time to get to business. Van Lith getting the blood circulating. Everybody's got their game faces on, and now it is on. Quarterfinals from here in Antwerp. Kyle Montgomery, AKA the voice in your ear. I'll be narrating all the way through. As long as my voice holds up, they've been having me screaming. That shot off the rim. Plouffe with the up fake. Pass Cox. She's going to put up the reverse. It does not drop. Cox is going to corral the rebound. Burdick makes her move left. She's got Cox slip into the bucket. Plouffe pokes her hand in there. She's saying that's off blue. Burdick's like, nah. It's going to be USA ball with 6 seconds to shoot. Van Lith to the left. Set up Burdick, but the defense on the inside from Catherine Plouffe prevents the make. Take another look. Burdick just briefly lost it for a second, and that allowed the block shot to happen. Crozon with the move past Jones, but that one is blocked. This is what Cox does. Everybody's blocking. It's a block party. Crozon gets in on the action. Neither team has scored as of yet. We're only 45 seconds in. Van Lith with a move, but she lost her footing at the rim. So the ball back over to the Canadians. Canada finishing 3rd at the America just last year. That's a bronze medal for them, but the Americans also took gold there. So gold medal at the first ever Olympic Games that featured 3x3 as a discipline. That went to the USA women. Of course, 2 gold medals here at the FIBA 3x3 World Cup and a gold medal at the America. The USA setting a standard of excellence in the women's 3x3 competition, led by Coach Carol Lawson, an Olympic champion herself. Jones does her dance, long on the 2 release. Michelle to Cat, Cat to Michelle. Plouffe, there it is. 2-piece. As Canada draws first blood, Burdick drops the shoulder, muscles one up and in. Nice cut from Plouffe as she'll swing it. But there's Burdick with the thievery. Jones tries to come clear. She's got Bosch harassing her. That shot goes begging. Plouffe thought about it. Instead, she's going to get it over to Catherine. Bosch now. Off the target on the pass. Plouffe had a step, but the Canadians waste the possession. Van Lift sprints to the block. She's going to come out. They're waiting for her to come around. Nobody scored more buckets than she has. She comes up empty. This time, Catherine Plouffe taking her time. She's going to head to the line to shoot one. So Catherine Plouffe, a four-time Women's Series stop winner. A formidable player in her own right. And she's going to knock down the free throw. Van Lift left alone. Back rim. Bosch, she can't drop it. Crozon there is, she can't clean up the mess. Cox setting up shop. The 6'4" Cox elevates, but that one's gonna fly out of bounds. So while USA didn't lose a single game en route to their spot directly in the quarterfinals, Canada, their loss came to Spain. That was it, though. Again, coming off a win in the play-in round over Germany, the top overall seed in the women's competition. Casey Bosch will step up to the stripe. She'll shoot one, with the Canadians leading by 2, make that 3. It's 4-1. Burdick will hand it off. Haley, middle of the paint. Shot too strong. Burdick, though, battling underneath. Van Lift, lockdown, or so I thought. Bosch puts her on the bucket list. Burdick with the dribble drive. Van Lift going strong to the cup. Rattles off the rim. Plouffe gets it back. She'll pull the trigger. Front iron. Van Lift. The lefty stroke. Wasn't stroking. Here's Bosch. Nowhere to go but up. That ball over to the Americans. Looking to cut into this lead. Van Lift cuts to the cup. She draws the foul on the way. She'll shoot a free throw when we come back from a quick break in the action, a TV timeout, as we listen in to the Canadians.
Secondary action. Keep attacking them really good. Yeah, on it, if we get a dribble, because we're getting a dribble often, pass and then go get an off-ball action. Okay. Sounds good. And then we can curl. And then we can curl. Yeah, you can curl. Here we go. Together. Let's do it together.
So the Canadians will try to exercise some off-ball action, as we got to eavesdrop in that huddle a little bit. No worries about any of the strategy being shared. There's no coaching in 3x3, so they won't even hear about this until they watch the highlights, maybe. 2-point contest. Plouffe going at Van Lift. She kicks it out to her sister, and the twins don't connect that time. Van Lift, hand up, so what? The Americans within 1. Plouffe to Plouffe. She sets her sister up for the 6th score for the Canadians. They just pick up their 3rd foul. Burdick, dime to Cox. Easy breezy. Back and forth we go. Plouffe doing her dance. Cox doing a good job staying in front of her. Jones. Crozen. No. Trying to get the steal. Michelle grabs some jersey. She gets whistled for the 4th foul on Canada. 2 more to give before they are in the penalty. As the action rolls on, Cox will start at top of the key. Sets the screen. Burdick, middle of the paint. Up and in. It's a flex zone. Strong scores. We're even at 6. Go, Plouffe. Saw that one roll off the rim. Here comes Cox to Van Lith. That stroke was broke. And a foul on USA. So Michelle Plouffe will start this one from the logo. Here we go. Past the halfway mark and all even. Side to side. Women's quarterfinal action from here in Antwerp. Michelle Plouffe at 6'3". No shoving. Now go to the back of the line. So the offensive foul will give it back over to the Americans. CB up top. AJ, no. Van Lith is in. The World Cup gold medalist is out. Burdick getting the rest. Van Lith showing that intensity defensively up top. Here's Cox, that's a tough assignment. Plouffe spins. She cuts. That pass just off target. As the Canadians were not on the same page. Michelle is out, Catherine is in. Burdick going to the spin move. Cox straight on 2, no. Burdick though staying active defensively. She's everywhere like Adams. Always providing that energy on this American team and that veteran leadership in a game where, again, there's no coaching. Van Lith will kick it. Jones has it rejected. Catherine waiting for Casey to come around. Bosch, who's played so well on this Canadian team to this point, they turn it over that time around. 6-6 it stays. Van Lith with the up fake. She's gonna kick it out. Jones, high arc on the 2. It rattles off the iron, out of bounds. So another break, TV timeout, and another chance for us to listen in close to Canada.
Okay, bring it back out, rescreen. Okay, or whenever Cox is coming out or drop someone flat, get shot maker, pass that cut. Hey, listen, be aggressive, take it to the hoop. Here we go.
So trying to deceive the Americans with movement. Up fake, back cut. We'll see if they can execute what their strategy is. Some good movement. That one deflected with a foot. So a fresh 12 for Canada as Bosch will start it at the logo. Bosch, the 25-year-old, she's the youngster on this team. She was confused as to where to go. She's getting that direction from the Plouffe sisters.
who have been around the 3x3 block. They try to get it down on the block and it's stolen away. Jones, step back, dribble drive to the left, up fake. Ball over to Canada, quick clear to the corner. No. Offensive foul. You got to be set when you're setting those screens. It's a point of emphasis. Also, we haven't seen the call in this game, but players cannot have their back to the basket for more than 3 seconds once they've initiated a dribble. Another thing to keep an eye on. Look at that bullet pass. Michelle gets the 2 look, but it's a miss. Cox gets faded on the turnaround. 7-7. Crozon. Baseline, swing out. Plouffe chunks the deuce. It's a miss off the iron. Somebody's got to rebound it. Crozon comes in and steals it. Cat with the swish. Van Lith wants to answer back. That ball caught wing straight out of bounds. Canada's lead at 2. Number 2 with the 2. 9-7. Plouffe will hand it off to Bosch. Back to Plouffe. Plouffe kicks it to her sister. Right back at you. She sets her up with a person named Wilson. She likes the relationship. They're a duo. 11-7. Another nice pass. Sister like Tia and Tamara. 5-point lead for the Canadians. Tough attempt by Van Lith. Burdick doesn't get it up in time. So the USA, they'll huddle back up and they want a timeout. They want to talk it over. And that's one of the things that not only do they find as a challenge, but one of the things that they like about 3x3, that there are no coaches. So players have to kind of self-regulate. They have to solve problems internally. So it eliminates that need for players to get information on the outside like they typically get in 5-on-5. There's no bench to go to, no coach to look to and say, okay, here's what we do. Truly a unique game. Plouffe, not that time. Van Lith gets it. The dangerous Van Lith flips the wrist, swish delicious. Cat Plouffe, no. We just saw the American men pull off a dramatic comeback with 1:15 left in this one. USA trailing by 4. Whoa, these goals ain't loyal. Van Lith's 2 is a miss and Plouffe has it poked away. But only a 2-possession game in 3x3, 12-second shot clocks. So there will be adequate opportunities for the Americans to trim into this 4-point lead that the Canadians are currently enjoying. Bosch, she wants to put them away. She puts the 2 up. It goes begging off the rim. Van Lith with Bosch in front. She takes the screen. 2 toes behind the line. Get that out the bottom of the net. H2O as it's a 12-10 game. Jones now, drive, step back. She wants one for herself. That 2 is short. Michelle down to Catherine. She's thinking about it. They got 3 to shoot. Bosch on the cut, missed the layup, but a whistle on the Americans. Take another look. Yep, Van Lith whistle for that foul. You can see her. 27 seconds left. And one foul shot attempt here for Bosch. She knocks it down. Big possession here for USA. Van Lith. Oh, Bosch is leaking from the forehead. I didn't see where she even took the shot. Yeah, she's gonna have to get some attention very quickly. We got a bleeder. Oh, that's where it happened, the elbow. Unintentional elbow. It definitely was inadvertent, but that will open you up. Bosch played through it. I didn't even know if somebody had to tell her she was bleeding. 13-10, and as Canada can put it away, Cox throws it away, but it ends up in Catherine Plouffe's hands. She lands the jumper, and it looks like the Americans' neighbors to the north aren't very neighborly. With 2 seconds left, USA's not going to have enough time to tie this game unless something incredible happens. It would take a 2-point make. It would take a 2-point make with a foul that would put them in the penalty, but they're going to just give Van Lith a look, and that is it. How about Canada? They pull off an upset over the previously unbeaten Americans here in the quarterfinals. So their 8-year drought of not having a gold medal will continue for the American women. It is the Canadians who will come out of this victorious. They will play on day number 6 on to the semifinals as USA will come up short.
As we meet Team USA again. Look at Team USA there. Number 6, Veronica Burton. Number 10, Lexi Hull. Number 12, Nalisa Smith. And number 13, Camille Zimmerman. And now we meet Team Canada, silver medalists at the 22 World Cup 3x3. Team USA, we keep mentioning how deep and talented they are. 3 of the top 7 2022 WNBA picks. Canada deep and experienced as well. Number 1, Michelle Plouffe. Number 2, Catherine Plouffe. This one is going to be a good one. USA-Canada doesn't get much bigger in women's international rivalries than this. Beautiful pass to Nalisa Smith, and she's got the first bucket of the game. 1-0 USA. Basha on the drive, underneath to Catherine. And she can't get it to go. Actually, she does. Sorry. I blinked for a moment and missed the bucket.
We blink for a moment, we miss a bucket. Here we have it. We are already in the semifinal rounds. So, important games coming up here, Craig, as we blink. 3 days have gone by, and we have seen tremendous competition. And now guys really trying to get, girls really trying to get a spot in the final.
Michelle Plouffe short on the 2-point attempt. Now Cruzon, the wide open deuce. That rings out. Rebound tracked down by Michelle. Over to Catherine, back to Michelle. Inside to Cruzon. Team USA lost her, but Cruzon can't convert. Now Smith, the turnaround J from the baseline, and Team USA on top 2-1. Once again, alongside my partner, Victor Mansouri, I'm Craig Feda. Glad you can be with us. Coming to you live from AT&T East Plaza outside FTX Arena in beautiful downtown Miami. 3 days of fabulous competition. Just about coming to a conclusion here as Catherine lays it in with the right hand. Lexi Hull driving in from the right, flips it up with the right hand, and
Angel is going to come through with a blocking foul there. I thought that was great textbook defense. Just able to stay with the defender. She got out of control, but perhaps just too much contact on the body.
So Lexi Hull will go to the free throw line. Great look at the 23-year-old from Spokane. Just played in the under-23 World Cup in October with Veronica Burton. Team won silver. And a nice job by Michelle Plouffe to get an easy bucket there. 3-2 Team Canada. Now a step back by Camille Zimmerman, well short. Pass intercepted by Catherine Plouffe. Now to the corner. And here's Michelle. Down to her sister. And she draws the foul. Backing down Camille Zimmerman.
Knowing exactly where her sister was, just dumped a backhand pass, and really they do this so well, you know, just the ability to spin move and get into a change of direction with the body protection, and US had nothing to do but foul.
Catherine Plouffe misses the free throw. Michelle the rebound, up and count it. She'll go to the line to try to complete the two-point play as Canada goes up 4-2.
A little family connection here, a little family backup. It's like, don't worry, sis, you miss it, I get it, and I'll put it back up for you.
Another missed free throw. And you look at the Plouffe sisters, Catherine listed at 6'4", Michelle listed at 6'3". Pretty much identical in every other way. And I wonder if Michelle ever looks at Catherine and goes, how'd you get that extra inch?
Or maybe they do it on purpose, Greg. Maybe they do it on purpose because everything, you know, that they probably do is so similar. As we're going to get a similar N1 here for Zimmerman. You know, they try to do that just to play off a few things. I had we're a bit different. We are actually an inch different.
Yeah, can't you tell?
Can't you tell, you know, and can't we tell? We got a great one here. 4-3 with the U.S. here, try to tie it. Oh, man, can't you tell? It is the 3-on-3 AmeriCup semifinals live from Miami.
Victor, another missed free throw. Alyssa Smith steals that pass. There's Zimmerman. Now Smith from the left elbow loses the handle. Bosch gets it. Bosch gets it back from Michelle and then is fouled on her way to the rack. Again, individual fouls don't count. You can have as many individual fouls in this game without fouling out, but as the team fouls rack up, the penalties become severe. At least relatively severe. Two-pointer up and good for Lexi Hull.
And they cannot allow Lexi just to have a wide open look. She's going to knock those down. So Canada got to do a good job recovering and contesting the shot.
It's on Michelle. Little hesitation move and Michelle scores. Canada draws back level, 5-5. Lexi Hull. On to Lisa Smith. She launches the bailout 2 as the shot clock expires.
And it touched the backboard there. couple
I
players
thought that
stopped.
touched the bottom of the rim.
Right? Like, but nobody argued the call. So
Yeah.
we were going to assume it touched the backboard because, or else it could have been a live ball situation and an offensive rebound.
Boy,
As we see there in the
I sure thought
backstage,
that.
Craig, we see there in the backstage nothing but Mr. J.J. Barea, himself, who always represented Puerto Rico in the tournament. Didn't matter what tournament it was, from the smallest to the biggest. He always put the national team shirt on, and we see him there in the backstage. He's giving some prestige here to the event and to the national team, and we're going to see him plenty of action as he just got retired in Puerto Rico and now is working his basketball operations with the Grises de Humacao.
Yeah, saw that announcement. Very exciting. Zimmerman tied up at 5. Changes directions. Great defense by Michelle Plouffe, but then a foul at the very end.
Yeah, she was able to stay squared up with Zimmerman all the way in the driving lane, and just in the end, the follow through on that jump shot. Zimmerman got fouled, but good defense until that last second, like you said, for Canada.
USA back on top 6-5, and now the find underneath to Crozon. Back out to Michelle Plouffe. She launches the deuce. That misses. Rebound controlled by Zimmerman. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Canada ball. Beg your pardon, that's going to be USA ball. Zimmerman gets it back, launches it from the right side, and nothing but net for Camille Zimmerman. And now Team USA on top by 2, 7-5. Find underneath to Bosch. Back outside to Michelle Plouffe. She steps back, launches the 2, misses. Rebound by Hull. Zimmerman now finding Nalisa Smith. Hits the side of the backboard, but draws the foul.
Same situation
USA
for Canada.
Starting to assert itself here in the last couple of moments. Going ahead by 2, Victor.
Yeah, just too much of a deep position there. Catherine was just late to get to it, So Canada, you have got to brush up the fouls here so you can get the rebound and start going the other way. As of right now, they're putting the U.S. on the free throw line, and the U.S. making it count.
Now 8-5 in favor of Team USA. Catherine tries to go around the screen by Crozon, but a foul called. Maria Olivieri with the whistle. Crozon to Bosch. Michelle Plouffe. Michelle on the drive. Up off the square and in. Back outside to Veronica Burton. Now Zimmerman. Kick out to Hull. Shot clock at 2. She drives. Left-hand lay-in is good. Nice work by Hull. Now Michelle. Pass stolen by Zimmerman. Zimmerman thought about the 2, now driving on Crozon. Ball fake. Can't get the shot to go. Back tap. Here's Burton. Her shot won't go. Rebound back tap. Hull for 2. A little too strong. Burton back tap. She steps on the baseline before tapping it. And that's going to be Canada ball. Great work by Team USA, crashing the offensive glass again. See the Canadian men in the background there watching the Canadian women on the court.
And we have seen this setup. Beautiful, timely play. Hit the player on the right elbow or the left elbow. Hit him in the elbow with a pass, and then the other one on the opposite side just scut straight to the basket. And that's what Catherine did that time. So good job by Canada in getting themselves a good look.
Another free throw missed. Burton launches the 2. Nothing but net. Unfortunately, it didn't go through the ring first. Now Nalisa Smith. Hard work under the bucket by Smith. Count it. And she'll go to the line to try to complete the 2-point play. USA on a little bit of a roll here now. Getting it to 10-6. Smith can make it 11.
And she was not going to be denied. Once she got that rebound, her left arm was hooked. She still kept playing, got that arm out of there, and was able to finish the play. So good concentration and determination by Smith.
Free throw good by Smith. Number 2 overall pick in the WNBA in 2022. Curzon for 2. And it's 11-8. And Michelle Plouffe scores, and now it's 11-9. Just like that, Canada right back in it.
Right back in it with the 1 point and 2 point format. Really, this is a one possession game, and if you knock down a few outside shots, you can get yourself a run. So plenty of time for both these squads to get himself a trip to the AmeriCup 3x3 final, my friend.
And a beautiful pass from Michelle to Catherine leads to the easy layup, and Canada down by just 1 now. Smith fades away. Plouffe blocks it. And now a whistle.
The shot clock, the shot clock never started.
Right.
When Canada recovered the possession, so they should have perhaps 3 or 4 seconds left, should be around the 8-second mark. As there was, maybe they're going to get a media timeout too once they fix that.
Great awareness by Maria Oliveri as we look at the bucket by Michelle Plouffe. Great shot by Lexi Hull. 2-pointer by Paige Curzon. Looked like USA was starting to pull away from Canada, Victor, but Canada said, not just yet, ladies.
Not just yet, because, they're going to give them all their effort. They're going to go until the end, basket for basket here. So a very good game. We see the U.S. with plenty of ball fakes, try to get cutters to the basket. Canada with more of a set game, really when the high-low play, or both of the sisters. So interesting game. They're going to go down to the wire with the 351, and let's see who can convert here.
Hull kicks it back out. Shot clock inside 4, missed wide right off the glass. And now here's Bosch, her right. Oh, the seas parted for a moment. She lines it up for 2, misses. That would have given Canada the lead.
Yeah, and you said it, man. The seas did open. Maybe she thought she was too open, and all of a sudden lost her concentration for a bit, because that's exactly the look like she was looking for.
Smith driving on Catherine Plouffe, working her way into the paint. And the shot on over Catherine Plouffe, and Catherine draws the foul.
And I'm not sure about this foul, and I'll tell you why, Craig.
I was thinking the same thing, Victor.
How are you going to play defense any better than that, So in the end there, Smith was actually out of control because she was well guarded. So she pretty much turned around and took that jump shot. So she was the one who initiated the contact. So too bad that was called, because that was very good defense from top to bottom.
Smith hits the free throw, and USA back up by 2. Michelle. Oh, she had Catherine on the roll. Finally did find her. Catherine misses the shot off the glass, tracked down in the corner by Curzon. Ball never hit the cylinder, or never hit the rim. And so a shot clock violation. Curzon sits down, as does Zimmerman. 12-10, exactly. Well, now under 3 minutes to play. Smith picks up the dribble, gets it to Hull. Hull driving, hits the backboard on the way up. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. I'm not sure she got it off to begin with. They did say the shot counted had it gone.
And shout out to the Canadian defense.
Violation.
The Canadian defense really making it live hard for the U.S. right now.
Oh, and a beautiful Play there by Canada as Bosch scores to get Canada back to within 1. 2.5 minutes to play. Oh, the left-hand layup won't go. Michelle Plouffe, high right side, handoff to Bosch. Bosch, defender falls down, steps back for the open 2. A little too strong, rebound. Bosch tracks it down. Fresh 12 for Canada. Michelle driving, working her way into the lane. Shot clock at 2, draws the foul.
Yeah, the reason why I'm cracking a laugh here, man, is because Michelle knew exactly what she was doing. Under control, you see, take the person to the left, little spin move, 1, 2, get fouled. That's a veteran play, my friend, and Michelle knew it all the way.
And she had the smallest USA defender on her, 5'10", Veronica Burton. Michelle at 6'3", just kind of took her time, worked her way into the lane. And Canada finally makes a free throw. Tied up at 12. 2 minutes to play. Now that shot by Zimmerman, no good. And now Canada looking to take the lead. Michelle driving on Burton again, off the glass, won't go. Michelle fighting for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be USA ball, and Michelle knows she had a golden opportunity there.
Yes, she did, especially because the U.S. have been struggling to score as of recent. So if you're Canada, you're trying to punch on that and go up on the scoreboard.
Oh, beautiful play by Nalissa Smith. It won't fall in, though. USA with the rebound. I have to wonder how gravity works sometimes if that didn't go in, but Smith finally gets the bucket there. 13-12, Team USA. Here's Kazan. Little lob inside to Catherine. Shot blocked by Zimmerman. What a great close by Zimmerman to get that blocked shot on what looked to be an easy potential bucket for Catherine Plouffe to tie it up. Zimmerman says, not so fast. And an offensive foul as Michelle Plouffe runs over Lexi.
Quickly ran into the position before. Therefore, a 50-50 play sometimes, that's probably the toughest play to ref in the game. But that time, a clear look for Angel, and you saw Lexi with the guarding position down low.
Nice interception by Michelle Plouffe. And the pass now from Catherine to Michelle, and Lexi Hull loses her footing and undercuts Plouffe. Kind of pulls her down a little bit. Yeah, and she might have had a point there.
Yeah, they're saying the play that she never played the ball. That's why she's having an argument right now. And Angel might be saying, oh, she pulled you down because she was falling down after the screen. So
first free throw up here and in. Yeah, for Michelle Plouffe. And we are tied up at 13 with 51.5 to play.
So with 51 seconds left, Craig, and the ticket to the final, let's see in the chat here on our YouTube channel who you guys think is going to come out on top.
I don't know. I really don't. It's a coin toss at this point. Zimmerman, hesitation move, loses the handle, and then Canada turns it over. Lexi Hull with Canada on top by 1. Here's Zimmerman working on the smaller Bosch. Zimmerman off the glass and in. And we are tied up at 14, 28 seconds to play. Shot by Catherine Plouffe is in. 15, 14, 20 seconds to play. Here's Burton. She gets away from Casey Bosch and scores. We're tied at 15.
Here it is.
Couple of seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. Michelle to Catherine. Left hand off the glass. It won't go, but the foul called. and Canada may win it from the free throw line here with 1.9 to play.
The reason why you bring in the veterans is that they know how to execute in the end. You see right here, pick and roll, picked up the dribble and just waited for her sister to turn around and dump the pass in. So under control, look like they've done this a million times, and that's the reason why Canada has them on the squad.
And Zimmerman grabbed her initially too. As soon as Catherine started to roll, Zimmerman grabbed her first. Plouffe still got away, and then Zimmerman recovered and had to commit that foul. So the first free throw by Catherine is up and in with 2.5 to play. Second free throw for the veteran, Catherine Plouffe. Yes! 17-15. And it is final. Team Canada on to the gold medal game. And Angel Martinez steps in for a moment.
Yeah, because after the free throw was made with the 2.5 seconds, the ball was never played, never touched, but the score started. The time started. So we're going to have white ball on top here with 1.1.
That's why I was a little slow on that call. All of a sudden, the second free throw went through, and then the game ended. I was a little surprised.
The game ended,
so
however, errantly here with 1.9 seconds, Greg. The first thing you want to do is you want to avoid the foul if you're Canada. And if you're the US, you got no option, but really try to a Hail Mary shot right here.
So Lexi Hull, shot blocked, and now Canada wins it, 17-15. Huge blocked shot at the end. Lexi Hull tried to tie it up, and Canada is on to the gold medal game.
What an ending to this one. Canada coming out on top, especially with the veteran play by the two sisters, Michelle and Catherine.
North American rivals getting ready to go toe-to-toe. The USA women, they've won more gold medals than any other country in the women's competition. Can they return to glory? Back-to-back champions in 2012, 2014. They come with a slightly different roster this year. The new add, Cameron Brink, brings height, athleticism. You see the length that she has. She's left the runway to take over this stage of 3x3. That is a star before your eyes. And Haley, I'm calling her Liddy. Haley Liddy Van Lith. The young gun on this American team performed well at the 2022 World Cup. Averaged over 6 points per game. The veteran and already World Cup champion, Sierra Burdick, Berta. She takes the court, and Chi-Town's finest, Lene Harper. You want to talk about a vicious crossover, Boz? This American team, hey, you heard the show, America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
That's personified on the court right now. Plenty of talent on this American team. Did not medal last year. You want to know why? That's because of the Canadians.
Oh, yeah.
Who beat them in the quarterfinals.
So it's a rivalry then, that's what you're saying.
Of course it is, of course it is. These two teams, well, you know, the Canadians are known for the politeness and friendly. These two are going to fight. They're going to shake hands at the end of it, but these two are going to go at it. Please believe it. So, and of course, Canada coming in off of that shocking loss to Czech Republic to start the day. So that's present of mind for the Canadians here as well. And anytime you're going up against the Americans, the intensity in that game usually increases. So here come the Canadians. Casey Bosch, Paige Crozen, Catherine and Michelle Plouffe. Here we go. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice at 3x3. Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. the Mountain.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. This is an interesting matchup because Canada has to recover from that early loss. You cannot go down 2-0 day one. And on the other end, Haley Van Lith, man. She can keep you in games, but sometimes she can shoot you out of games as well. So I'm curious to see what she's going to bring and what type of focus she has for this tournament.
Van Lith going right at Bosch to start things off. The lefty fade comes up abbreviated. Bosch will make her move. Hands it over to MVP. MVP to Kat. Kat makes her way to the rim, gets the score. There's Brink, who has it poked away. Again, Cameron Brink featured on this national team for the first time.
She has the height to compete with the Plouffe sisters, right? So this is going to be an important job for her trying to stop the Canadian big women.
Here's Harper, midi. Stroke wasn't stroking that time. Brink can't track it down. Brink plays for Stanford in the United States. She's won 5-on-5 gold medals at the 2018 FIBA U17 and 2019 FIBA U19 Women's World Cup. So she does have that experience as Lene Harper will snag the rebound. Here comes Lene. She will draw the foul. Harper, who has over a dozen years of USA basketball experience in 5-on-5 and 3x3. She will check it up and get it going. Liddy with the cookie. Moving right. I believe Van Lith recently transferred to LSU. She was playing for Louisville. Got them to the Final Four a couple of years ago. It was Harper, layup line. Rosen was trying to feed it down to Kat. That one's poked away.
That's about the third or fourth time today you've seen that quick transition for the Canadians not working out. They're so good at that, right? Quick kick out and then trying to find Plouffe inside for an easy bucket.
Berta. Bosch Spice didn't have the ingredients on the two-piece. Harper. Off the miss. Van Lith. She's charging up now. Round comes Michelle. Michelle chunks the deuces. Two is missed. Van Lith, she'll clear it herself. Van Lith with the pigtails flying. She lets the two fly, and that one's off the iron. So pushing it back there. Again, Canada with a distinct size advantage. Although you do have Brink out there, who stands about 6'5". She will snag the rebound. Brink to the rim, and she will miss it. Out of bounds it will go. Relatively quiet scoring game for each squad. We saw Canada get off to a little bit of a slow start against Czech Republic, and it ended up costing them in the end an overtime loss. Canada, who went on to earn a silver medal at the previous edition of the World Cup. There was a 7th place finish for the Americans as Brink. She cannot get the score underneath Crozen. She'll clear it. Kat hands it off. No from Bosch. And Plouffe cannot get it to her, so.
Yeah, great rebound for Kat Plouffe, but try to find Bosch on the cut there and just mishandle him a little bit.
Both teams struggling to put it together like a Joe Biden sentence.
Wow.
Come on, that made
that's
you laugh.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll give you that.
Hey, man, come
I was
on.
surprised. I didn't think that you were going to be dropping those kind of bombs.
5-1. Hey, I got to call it like it is. Lene Harper with that last two-stroke. Lene to see Berta, the vet, to the cup. No. 4-point lead for the red, white, and blue. Trying to really use that power on the block. But speaking of the block, as Brink getting a hand on it, that's what she brings. She wipes that one off the glass. And, oh, an offensive foul is called. I thought maybe a whistle on the shot, but that offensive foul happened prior to the shot release. See Berta and Liddy sharing the Wilson. Liddy maintained the balance, but didn't have the finesse on the layup attempt. Bosch is down.
It looks like Bosch got hit there on that transition. Bleeding too.
This is the second straight year that Bosch has taken a shot, like an elbow. We have a shot of her last year with blood running down her face. And here's a rerun. So hopefully she's okay. But it's one of the most iconic 3x3 photos that we have.
Yeah, you're right. Now we got two of them compared year to year.
I don't know if she's gonna put that one on the gram. She is upset. I mean, inadvertent, if you can see she's going down right there, grimacing.
Yeah, they're looking at the replay. She's getting fixed up, but what needs to get fixed up is Canada's offense right now. They're not generating anything. They're getting the shots blocked. They're not creating any open looks against this USA squad. Brink really showing some mettle here at the beginning of this game. Those long arms coming in handy.
Without a doubt, she's formidable. Still adjusted to the game of 3x3, but size matters. Move down to her sister. And yeah, they are certainly out of whack. The Canadians' offense needs to issue an Amber Alert. It is missing. And we are 3.5 minutes into this game. Harper, 6-1. So the plus J from Lene.
You can clearly see the Plouffe sisters as we look at Harper's shot again. The Plouffe sisters are searching for any type of offense. We've seen them take multiple dribbles going back to the basket, scoring at close range, but Brink's got a little scared now close to the basket, so they're taking fadeaways.
Yeah, and a fourth shot from Michelle Plouffe. It's like they aren't letting the ball do the work for them. The offense isn't coming easily. So Canada's playing really tight as USA look to add to this lead. Liddy, she crossed her, but couldn't sauce her. Liddy, though, does track down the rebound. Burdick, she will kick it out. Van Lith, step back. Comes up shy, but Brink, she's there to finish the leftovers. 7-1 skunk right now. Kat Plouffe, does she have that one poked away? I believe so. And that's the dispute. Yeah, there we go. No, my eyes didn't deceive me. I'm right sometimes, boss.
You're sharp.
Oh, MVP. He is not playing up to standard. Kyle Montgomery, Boz Rosendahl, here with you from Vienna, Austria, World Cup 2023. As the North American rivals clash here in our fourth game of Pool C action, day one. It's been one-sided.
That's the fifth foul in Canada right now. That's tough. We're not even halfway through. Canada in foul trouble. They're not generating any type of offense. And the USA is playing more physical right now, too.
Yeah, they just cannot put the ball in the bucket. And USA is playing like a team with a chip on their shoulder. You can see the energy from Van Lith and the effort from Burdick. Harper's been pretty sharp to start things off. Look at this recovery defense from Brink. She gets whistled for the foul.
Rick might just have a 7-foot wingspan. She's getting her hands on everything down there.
Big Bird. She is flying everywhere, swatting balls. We got a 7-2 game. That was deflected. Crows in. She'll find the bottom of the net that time.
Finally some air for the Canadians that get 2 quick buckets.
And Michelle called for the reach in foul on the entry fee.
Yeah, foul trouble is going to be something for Canada right now. 6th foul. We're not halfway through the game. They cannot foul anymore, otherwise it's going to be 2 free throws every single time.
See Berta to the bucket. Trying to become the first women's player ever to win 2 cup golds for the Americans. I think Berta dunked several years ago too, just messing around at the World Cup. Yeah.
Really?
I have to double check my sources there.
I get back to everybody at home on that one. You check that.
See, Boz
I'm curious to see.
He doesn't believe
I might have missed that.
But she was a member of that undefeated 2014 gold medal team, with Jewel Lloyd was on that squad. So I think it was either that year or maybe 2012. I don't know.
That's a long time ago. We've been around for quite a while now.
Think about it. I mean, that's over a decade in the game. Okay, we must have some type of issue with the shot clock or something.
Some equipment malfunction here. This game ain't over by a long shot, right? Because we've been talking a lot about, you know, the United States doing well and Canada not being able to score the basketball, but it's only 8-4. So USA is not generating all that much offense either. They're just playing good defense right now.
Yeah, you know, I hate to say it because I'll mark this down as the marquee game of the day in the women's competition. And it doesn't quite have the sizzle, not yet, but it could be setting up for one of those unbelievable finishes. Tight game, maybe, you know, you never know how the story's gonna play out. But so far, so good for the Americans. And Canada's finally starting to wake up a little bit. 8-4 games, we get back to it. Van Lith gets called for the reach-in foul. Liddy is very vocal. Bosch, no go as Liddy couldn't get the stroke. Now, here's Michelle Plouffe. Okay. She runs into some traffic. There's a fender bender with Brink there. That is the 5th foul on the USA. So they got 1 more to go.
That's what the Canadians have to do, though. Trying to attack the shorter players on the USA squad, trying to see if they can get some fouls out of them.
Credit the Americans. Their defense has been absolutely suffocating. Here comes Lene. Nope, couldn't get the lay. And TV timeout time. Still 8-4 as we take another break in the action. The American defense has really had the Canadians stifled.
Yeah, it's a low-scoring game right now. 8-4. We got 4 minutes left to play. Both teams actually not, you know, giving up a lot of room. USA just making a couple more shots.
And by 3x3 standards, a 2-possession game, because 2 balls would have us even. It is a sprint to 10 minutes or to 21, and plenty of time left. So not panic time. Just beyond the midway point of this game. Little under 4 minutes to play.
Cat to Michelle. Michelle to Paige. Crozen. Easy money for her. As Canadians pull within 3. Liddy splits the defense, turns on the burners. But that was Michelle who hit the block button. She blocks Van Lith.
Yeah, Van Lith had an open pass there too. That's what I was talking about before. She's such a good player, but sometimes she can shoot you out of games a little bit. Not saying that's happening right now, but she had an easy cut from a teammate, open for a layup.
Can Plouffe get it going? All net, all wet. From MVP as Canada is within 1. Brink on the run, and she misses the fall away.
Yeah, quick call on that post up. Again, the bigger Canadians attacking the smaller players on the USA right now, getting them into foul trouble. That's a 6th foul.
No more to give for either team. And the USA's lead is down to 1. Same Canadian squad that beat them in the quarterfinals last year. Can the Americans get some payback? Here's Haley. Liddy will float it to Burdick. Burdick, great hands.
What a pass by Van Lith that time.
Yeah, that was a precision pass. But Burdick, though, to snag the pass and then have the awareness to put the reverse up. That touch is softer than the mother's. So the world number 1 at the line shooting 2. Can even things up here. So I believe Burdick was called for a lane violation. Did she step in there a little early? Yeah. So Michelle's going to get her 2 free throws. First of which goes down. And the second one is good. And don't look now, boss. All even at 9 apiece.
Another nail biter.
Yep.
Hasn't been a boring game yet today.
Harper holds her own. The double team comes from Burdick. Open shooter, though. Crozen. That touches nothing but oxygen. 9-9, and it will stay, and Burdick is called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, Burdick can't believe it. She thought she was standing still on that screen. Referee Yasmina Euros thought something else, though.
Well, she's a veteran. She did a good job maintaining her composure. And she just zipped it really quick. Oh.
They call that on the floor.
On the floor. What a pass, though, to set up Catherine Plouffe.
Just methodic basketball that's brought Canada back to this point, right? They couldn't generate any offense at the start, and they've just chipped away at that USA lead point by point. Now they're back.
Hard to say that a game this early in the competition is a must-win, but for Canada, I think the shock of starting 0-2, coming in with the same squad as last year, off the silver medal, the prospects of that can be so mentally defeating. Fortunately for them, they found a way to climb back in the game. They lead it by now 1 still, but 2:20 to play.
Yeah, and they're in the driver's seat right now because the USA has 9 fouls, so they really can't foul anymore. Otherwise, they're in the double bonus.
Man, Cameron Brink's length is a problem.
Yes.
She has been everywhere like McDonald's.
That is everywhere.
I've been all around the world. There's not been one place I haven't seen McDonald's. The reference made sense to me. The point is, she's been all over the court. Her defense has been huge for the United States. She'll get a rest as Lene Harper, whoa. That release was short. As soon as it left her hand, you knew it. Harper with another chance to tie here for the Americans. And that one is drained. Oh, nobody home to stop Cat Plouffe. Good action there for the Canadians. They reassume the lead. Here's Liddy. Plouffe got a hand on it. Plouffe with the move on the baseline. Drive and kick. Oh, Bosch, I think not. Lene Harper with the D. Liddy down to Lene. Lene, oh yeah, she's in the post. You better tag her. 11-11.
Great move there by Plouffe.
Now things starting to heat up.
Yeah, both teams are finding some offense right now.
Here's Liddy. Van Lith navigating through the defense. Tough shot. What a shot. Hailey Van Lith off balance. Somehow manages to get this to go down. First though, the connection from the twin sisters. Michelle the Cat for the easy lay. We're tied at 12 apiece.
Tough buckets for both teams. They need some scores right now. And both teams are finding the right options. Look at this. Harper with a tough spin move.
Oh yeah, she's the USA's leading scorer in this one, Lene Harper.
She doesn't really have the stature for a post move, but she came through there.
No, but she's from Chi-Town.
Ah, all right.
She ain't scared to get gritty with it. So, despite her size, she'll get down there in the post and go at you. Verdict with the defense. Oh, did not matter. Michelle Plouffe, splash. Van Lith, she decides to take it herself. Van Lith pulls up from the free throw line, no. Berta puts up the hook, no. Van Lith is fouled on the tip attempt. Huge free throws coming up for Hailey Van Lith with 49 ticks to go. Each team will step off for a bit. I believe the officials are going to the scores table. They want to double check the foul.
Maybe. I didn't catch what they were trying to look at, but it has to be important at this stage of the game. Might be a challenge, I'm not sure.
So from the looks of it, I'm not sure where the shot clock was. I know that does graze the rim. Right? Yep, grazes the rim. So if there was a shot clock, a question about the shot clock. Liddy misses the first of two. USA trail it by one here. And Van Lith, cash money from the line on the second. And each team again in the penalty, a defensive foul will amount to free throws. And I believe that was called on Cameron Brink. It was.
That's 2 free throws and ball. The Plouffe sisters try to tell the referee to count that shot. I would have too, though. But
well, yeah. They're not going to get continuation there. They're going to have to win this one the hard way if they do win it. 13 apiece. And USA in the double penalty. That was a 10th foul. So not only 2 free throws as the rim spits that one out. Not only 2 free throws, but possession will go to Canada as well. One-point advantage for Canada as Michelle Plouffe will go back to work. Paige Crozen. Paige Crozen left her frozen with the up fake. 2-point lead for Canada. Lene Harper with the drive, but she misses the lay. 25 seconds left here. Canada trying to do it again. Oh, Liddy almost picked her pocket, but Plouffe stays with it, gets the bucket, 15 seconds to go. Harper to Van Lith, fading away. And that comes up Tyrion Lannister.
Short.
Very short.
I like that one.
Looks like Canada is going to hold on here with just 8 seconds left. Plouffe to Plouffe. And this one is going to be done. 2.5 seconds left. And United States, who had that early lead, and Canada struggling to score. Only 1 point scored through the first nearly 3 minutes of this game. Looked like they were certainly on the way to another loss, but how about the response from old Canada? As they will hand the USA an opening loss here, day one. And they'll wrap up the day's action. 1-1, at least for Canada. We will see the United States face Hungary. This one should be competitive. Evenly matched squads. United States have not shot the two as well as Canada has, but have had a more balanced attack. 25 points from Stevens, 22 points from Sykes, 21 points from Siegrist. For Canada, it's been a Paige Crozen heavy offense. 41 for her. Brittany Sykes first out. Azura Stevens. I didn't realize I was saying her name wrong until one of the viewers messaged me earlier and said, hey, you messing the name up. So Azura Stevens, sorry.
Starting off for Team Canada, wearing number 77, Saicha Grant.
I want to see you when you finish.
Wearing
And
number
that's
4,
for you.
Casey Kloss.
All right, we get introduced to the Canadians now. Both of these countries represented at the Olympic Games this year. Canada finishing fourth, agonizingly close to a medal, but they didn't get it. All right, are you locked in? It's on. Gold medal game from San Juan, Puerto Rico. USA and Canada, the only two countries who have taken gold at this event. Canada trying to get back to the top of the mountain for the first time since 2022 when they did it in Miami. United States did it last year in this very location. Trying to do it again. They got Brittany Sykes this time. Sykes with the slick move. Slim to the rim. It gets the USA on the board. Crozen can't connect with Catherine Plouffe. No Michelle Plouffe on this Canadian team this year. Canada have been beneficiaries of a lights-out shooting performance from Paige Crozen, who's led the way with 41. The next closest has been Catherine Plouffe with 25 points. Nobody home. Leave a message at the beat. Fast to the rack. Sykes has USA up, but not for long. Quick response by the Canadians. The neighbors to the north. Interior feed. And no choice but to foul the LA Sparks forward center. Azura Stevens. WNBA champion with the Chicago Sky in 2021. 7-year pro, averaged 9.7 rebounds for the Sparks. this past season, does not connect at the free throw line. 2-2, it'll stay. Paige Crozen is frozen. She finally decides to make a move. It was the right decision. Oh. Sykes is going to woosah. She said, I'm going to pass it, I'm going to go back out. Don't do that again. No, she didn't say that. I'm making stuff up. I'm just trying to read the tea leaves. I'm being messy. That's what I'm doing. Crozen. Ooh, that's a good defensive play. Secrets reaching in a cookie jar. But look at the timing to swipe that away. Maddie Siegrist, 3rd overall pick by the Dallas Wings last year out of Villanova. She's going to have to try to stop Paige Crozen. Kat Plouffe smokes the J. Siegrist on the move like the lease is up. Gets the shot on the way, but it goes off the iron. Here comes Kat. Paige Crozen, not that time. She hadn't missed many of those this tournament. 52% from beyond that arc. Abigail, shoot. She will miss it. Did Kat get it cleared? Don't matter now, it counts. 2-point advantage for Canada. So you got Casey Bosch, a former Zag, against a former Q's star in Sykes. Sykes tries to get the bucket. She will have nothing that time. Crozen with the pocket pass. In the seam to Plouffe. Can't seem to get the touch, very close. Slim, denied. Bosch with the defense. You rarely see Casey Bosch get annoyed. She's so nice. she's chirping with our official. She's like, out her arms out, she's like, dude. Dude. I thought that was funny. Anyway, that'll be poked away from Crozen. Almost 3 minutes in. USA trying to trim into this small Canadian lead. Abigail toying around with Kat Plouffe. Look at that defense right there. How about that? Canada will take over, top of the key. They'll get Crozen, who will find Grant Allen. She mishandled it for a quick second. Got it back in enough time to get the score and expand the lead to 5-2. Oh, not for long. She's good out in the deep end as well. Azura. Plouffe is fouled. All right, time for a break. Canada had jumped out to a 3-point lead before that Stevens two-piece. Sykes having some words with her teammates. She's saying we all got to dig. We all got to dig deep. She was drafted in 2017, by the way. 7th overall pick in that draft. And was the highest drafted Syracuse women's basketball player in school history at that time. Kat Plouffe. Two-time Olympian. And former world #1. She's #3 in the world now. Siegrist cannot convert, at least not initially. But persistence will pay off. Canada trying to keep him at bay. Bosch Spice. Set her up beautifully with the fake. Sykes, corner two-piece, no good. Siegrist all over the place. .608 left in this. Gold medal game from Puerto Rico, San Juan, Distrito T-Mobile. Kyle Montgomery, a.k.a. the voice of 3x3 in your ear. You can find me at 3x3, the voice, on the gram. Get involved with us. Follow our official social media channel too, at FIBA 3x3. Use the hashtag 3x3America if you would, please. Back to the action. Page to Plouffe. No. Oh, she is slim but durable and relentless. Man, Brianna Slim Sykes. She ain't pretending nothing. She is the truth. No mirage, no joke, and ain't no stopping her on her way to the rack. And one. Makes it count at the stripe too. USA in front. Kat can't get a hand on it. The pass is just a little bit off target from Paige. Stevens drives left. Siegrist. Oh, runs into trouble. As Catherine, you can see her reaching in. Contact in the process of doing that. Stevens at 6'6". He's going to get some physicality from Catherine Plouffe, who put her on punishment. You can't go nowhere till I say so. Crozen to Kat. Does anybody want the ball? Stevens is called for the foul there. That'll put Canada's second leading scorer on the line, Catherine Plouffe. She's converted 76% of her shots inside the arc. 34 block shots on the tournament. Or rebounds, excuse me. I knew I said that wrong as soon as it left my lips. That would be a crazy amount of block shots. Listen, I'm 60% of the time, I'm right every time. Don't think about that too long. Meantime, she's quicker than your first time. Sykes, after the bucket, she will get called for the foul. 4:52 left. Grant Allen pulls Canada within one, 8-7. Sykes inside. Stevens can't get the score initially, but will continue to try. No soup for you. Oh, that was certainly a frustration foul. And Canada are making a case that should be an unsportsmanlike, and by the rules, She did not make a play on the ball. And the equivalent of a clear path foul in 5-on-5, this is very likely going to be upgraded. This is what it, by the book, this should be upgraded, which will mean 2 free throws coming up for Canada. Just saw the Canadian men earn their first bronze medal in the men's third place game. The women will have a place on the podium no matter what. It'll either be gold or silver. That is upgraded to an unsportsmanlike. Caught off balance and no play on the ball. Now, the next question would be, should that layup have counted? And they got the continuation to go with the 2 free throws. Oh. No bucket, but free throws. First of 2 for Paige Crozen, the Canadian sniper. Crozen takes her time and makes 2 straight. 9-8 game, here we go. It's going back and forth like a debate. Catherine knew that wasn't the best foul. She says, my bad. Got beat. And she knew immediately that was not the right play to make. They'll put Abby on the line, and Abby cashes it in. But she's slow to close out on Paige Crozen. That's going to cost you double. And how about that? Canadian defense is going to force an American turnover. This is the stiffest test that this United States team has faced to this point in this competition. Sykes sticking with Bosch. Plouffe handed off to Crozen. Crozen, one-legged release. She didn't know whether to pass or shoot. That's what she's telling Kat right now. So polite. Good-spirited. Sykes put it in her face like a Mac compact. Oh, Kat gives it to Bosch. Bosch has 2 to shoot. Could do nothing there. So we got a media timeout here in this gold medal game, USA and Canada. Neither team can separate themselves. It's been a 1-point game, I believe, throughout this competition. Never bigger than 2 points. No, 3. Yeah, that's right. Canada was leading 5-2 at one point. .344. That's what remains in this gold medal game.
Sykes, what a fake. Red foul. Casey saying she dropped her shoulder on me. That ain't have nothing to do with that fake, though. That was just a good move. Abby. She wants to redirect. She's taking the scenic route. And she is called for the travel. 3x3 takes some adjusting. Only 2 members of this American team have got that 3x3 experience prior to this. Prior to the camp in Phoenix. Shoot. No need to panic. 4 to shoot. They get it to Maddie. Segrist does not see it go in, but she sticks with it. We all tied up now. Cat is a predator. Knocks down the 2. Inside Stevens. Yes. We got a 13-12 game. Crozen assessing the defense. Cat falling away. Nick the iron. Out of bounds off of USA. So the momentum has continued to swing as well. Plouffe with 6, Sykes with 6. Turn around when I'm talking to you. Cat Plouffe. What an entry pass by Sykes. Oh, Grant Allen isn't granted a bucket. Cat, though, somehow squeezes it. And Stevens called for that foul. You can see some frustration for Team USA defending their title from a year ago. They don't have a single player returning from that team this year. '21 gold medal winners as well. So another look at that. That's the foul call. Stevens obviously did not like it, like the decision. They're going to take an extended look at this to see if there's if it's necessary to make any changes. Although
Can't imagine that they would change the call on the floor. Players enjoying a nice rest. The call is a foul on the shot. There is contact on the arm. Yes, ball first. It was all ball with the hand. But you can see on that replay there was contact on the wrist. No, she's got 2 free throws. That's the 7th foul in the United States. Two shots. Catherine Plouffe up to the line. Easy money on the first. Now we got some other thing going on. I wish I was privy. Another free throw coming. And going in. That will give Canada a 3-point advantage, tying their largest lead of the game. Minute 43 to go. Stevens, risky pass. Jump ball is as good as a steal. Stevens is going to check out. Team USA have to maintain their composure under duress. Some plays are not going their way. Understood. Turning the ball over. They've committed some fouls that, you know, they'd like to have back. Wow, now that is a tough call. It's USA ball. Still got a slick spot on the court. And we get back to it. Maddie Siegrist. Sykes wants him out of there. Ooh, she crossed her like an intersection. Jay Walker. No, she's a Skywalker. That's what she is. 16-14. Bosch. No. Oh, whoa. Sykes hits the deck hard. She'll take her time getting to her feet. You can see that tenacity, that competitive spirit. Again, in her first time making an appearance with the 3x3 national team, Brittany Sykes playing with passion. Missing on the first of two. 63 seconds left in this game. And she will get the USA within one. Down low. Cat, dime time. Grant Allen. Simple action for the Canadians to get a good look. Sykes will force that 2 up. Offensive rebound goes to Team USA. No need to panic. If you're the red, white, and blue, Sue sets her sights and you can bank on her. She banks that in. And we're tied at 17 apiece.
Abigail Shue, Ivy League Player of the Year, evens the game, and now Canada will try to respond. Crozen, nowhere to go with it, misses the shot. Stevens will snag the rebound. We're at 25 seconds left in this gold medal contest. The jab step. Abigail can't hit it. Cat comes away with it. Paige inside to Cat. Cat up fake. Cat fall away. In and out, no good. Under 10 seconds to go. Abby. Oh, off the rim. Tipped out. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. 1. It is swiped. And we will go to overtime. The women's gold medal contest will be decided in extra innings. Nothing wrong with some bonus basketball. There's the last drive. Plouffe would have loved to got a whistle, but it wasn't worthy. That was all ball. Great defensive play. And as an official, it's so difficult to make a call like at the end of a game like that. You can't expect to get that whistle. All right, do you know the rules of overtime? All right, get your pen and paper out. First team to score 2 wins. Did you get that? I'll say it again. First team to score 2 points wins. Sudden death. We're in OT. Pretty fitting that the gold medal game comes down to overtime. So it's going to be Canada ball because USA started with possession in regulation. OT, sudden death. Will it be the zone? Crozen, no. Cat attacking. Siegrist throws it in reverse without the rear view. Canada take the lead. Not for long. Sykes with the quick step. We're dead even. Next score wins. Crozen to Cat. Cat to the rack. Canada are champions at the America Cup 2024. USA takes silver. But Canada on top for the second time. They did it in 2022. They do it in 2024. And the United States come up short in their title defense. Oh, Canada. OMG.